So we kind of touched on it the last time that we recorded, but I thought it would be fun to talk about how different we are when it comes to the movie genres that
Oh,
we like. What?
I don't like scary movies.
I know. I know.
You made me go to one, and you learned your lesson.
Okay.
And my mom doesn't. My mom ruined scary movies for you.
Well, you know what though I find a little bit interesting is that yes, that one film that we saw in the theater,
Scary,
suspenseful movie, sci-fi movie, okay?
scary movie.
But then you could watch like Saw at your house. Like we watched that together when we were dating. But you would put it on and it was
I
just the
never
two
put
of
that. I
us.
never put that on. If
Yes, you
was
did.
I sitting next to you?
Yeah,
Was I holding you?
probably.
Was my head behind you? I guarantee you, I have never seen the entire movie of any of the songs. Maybe it was your other boyfriends.
No, it was you.
I've never sat down and watched the movie Saw.
Okay, well, I only saw it because I was with you and I remember that.
Yeah, I will not watch that movie.
Okay. Well, you did. And so I thought it was interesting that a horror movie you found to be comedic, but yet delivery. I forgot what I was.
A horror movie.
Well, yeah, but you did watch more than that. And remember when we tried to watch The Hills Have Eyes? Do you remember when we tried to watch The Hills Have Eyes and I made you turn it off like what, 5 minutes into it? Okay, that was also something that you had picked. So you're saying that you don't like scary movies, and I fully believe you, especially after that experience we had in the theater over a non-horror movie.
Okay,
It
I'm
was
just
like
no.
COVID had come to life, but just years earlier.
Movie was quarantine. This was back when you would go to the movie theater and you didn't get to pick your seat. You just went in and got there early enough to get a good seat.
Hmm.
So we were up on the balcony section on the right hand side above the stairs,
Yep.
and it was just us,
Hmm.
packed place.
Yep. So it wasn't just us. There were other people up there.
It was
The
the
two of
whole.
us went together. Yeah.
Yes, my inner Medea came out throughout that movie.
Yep. That was so humiliating.
I don't know why. I warned you. I grew up with, instead of physical discipline at times, if I wanted to stay up late, my mom would make me sit down and she would hold my eyelids up. Want to stay up here? We're gonna watch Friday the 13th. We're gonna watch Freddy Krueger. We're gonna watch whatever.
That's so wild to me that that was a solution.
Maybe I'll go to bed. And I was like, oh yeah, I really want to go to sleep now.
Right.
And so, you ever seen Halloween? Here, now you're gonna watch it. Here, want to see a nice kid movie? Here's E.T. Horrified of that movie.
That's
Horrified.
understandable, actually. I agree with
But
that one.
so we go to the movie theaters, packed house, and let my inner Medea out
Mhm.
to the
Mhm.
point that I'm yelling and screaming,
Yep.
maybe standing in the aisle.
Standing up in the aisle, pointing and shaking your finger at the screen while you are yelling slash screaming at what's going on in the film.
Still married for story.
I was humiliated, especially
Have I
because,
ever embarrassed you like that? Ever?
yes,
Since then?
yeah,
Okay, but at the movie theater, was that your
first experience. And then I kind of chalked it up to be like, well, I mean, he's scared. Like, I get it. And at the time, with the job that you had, it made sense why you were so scared.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, just run, run, and then it goes,
Yeah, identical. That's identical to what you were doing. Like, identical.
go back, cut the head off.
And everyone is turning and looking at you and laughing.
I thought they were getting some good advice.
How, because the screen, the people in the film can hear you.
Take the stairs, or let's go to the elevator that may shut down. Wonder which one I'm gonna do. Take the stairs! Take the stairs! Take the axe with you!
Yeah, that was a big important part of what you were telling the screen. I do remember that. Take the act. My gosh. Yeah, so okay, so you don't like scary movie slash horror films. So what do you like? Name your top three
Top three movies or
or
genres?
genres, whichever.
Because if I'm gonna pick a genre, I'm gonna do it now just to piss you off.
Oh, your love of animated movies.
I'll take you back to the Mouse House. We'll go down that route.
Oh, man.
Now, if I'm gonna pick my top 3 movies,
Mhm.
Top Gun,
I like your last 2. I don't know if I have, like, a top 3.
but I will say sequels usually suck. Top Gun sequel,
It's true, and I think it's because of all of the years of planning that they put into the second one.
just the backstories. Like, trust me,
Yeah.
I am one of the biggest Batman fans, but I don't know, the Dark Knight series is up there, definitely up in my top 5,
Mhm.
but those ones, there's like 4 memories coming along with those. And the fact that I got my kids to be on board with almost all 3 of those,
They're too young for my favorite, Drop Dead Gorgeous. My gosh, then you don't understand it. It is literally the best
you know what
comedy
though? I think they
ever.
would like it because their favorite sitcom is
True, I could see them liking it. That's gonna be so loud.
no one watches our stuff anyway.
I still think yeah, I mean, I love The Office too, but Drop Dead Gorgeous is definitely my favorite. Like,
This is a TV show. It's like Drop Dead Gorgeous. I will say I do like Best in Show.
and I did watch that once, but it wasn't quite I don't know. There's something about murder and pageantry that just was great. It was funny. Wow. Are you ready to join me back here?
Welcome back tonight.
Aw,
No, but I think movies make who you are, and I really am disappointed.
and who you like, where's this going?
At all.
I don't know. That's how it started.
No, but you gotta think like movies nowadays. Everyone wins. There's no losers.
Oh
There's no
gosh.
like. Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
have our kids watched My Girl yet?
No, but they haven't expressed any interest in those types of films yet
Well, did
either.
we get a choice?
No, a lot of our childhood was no
Exactly.
choices.
So knowing that, keep that in mind. You didn't get a choice, honey. I'm gonna run to parents. Mom's gone. Uh, watch The Land Before Time. You ever seen Old Yeller? Oh, okay. Um, why don't you go and watch Homeward Bound? Like these are the movies that we had to sit and watch.
Do you know my 2 favorite, like, as a little girl was Bambi
Yeah,
and Land Before Time.
like
Both extremely
like
traumatizing.
they're older now, so The Land Before Time's outside of it. But like Homeward Bound, especially like when our dog passes away, that's the first movie I'm putting on.
No, what about the film about the dog when he dies and then he keeps, like, coming back?
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
No. No,
Which
no, no,
one?
no, no, not
I forget.
gosh, what's the name
It's
of
not
it?
Marley and Me, is it?
No.
Present with You. I had my whole time
Oh gosh. Okay, but you were there, you obviously saw it and knew enough of what was going on to have your head down crying
because
the
I
whole
read the
time.
book.
Okay. That one, that would be a good one.
I can't like shadows coming around the bend. Like where is he? Where is he? Like comes up.
Uh-huh.
Too old. It's too old. The shadow boy. Peter, love you. Just you're
You've
sitting there.
practiced that way too many times.
But you think about it, like these are the shows like Land Before Time. It's a horrible show.
Yes, this is
It's
true.
horrible. Like all these ones we had to sit through,
Mhm.
and then you go from that right into like you're gonna watch a horror film. And now, like I personally,
Wait, why are you going from animation into horror?
because that's what I would watch during the day, and my mom, I didn't want to go to bed, so my mom would keep me up at night, and
I
that's what I would
swear, the customs and, like, culture in your family, I don't understand.
going into it. It's just like I like the Disney stuff
Mhm.
when I was younger.
You still do.
It works out that I have 2
You
girls.
still
I
do.
memorized every freaking song. Like,
It's more than that. You know every single movie, and no matter how well you know the movie, you cry. You cry, and you cry, and your girls, even now, watching a film with you, will turn around and be like, "Is dad crying?"
no, because 'cause I'm thinking of, like, dad moments, or I'm looking at it and I'm thinking of, like, I remember when they were little and they wanted a little dress,
Oh, that's
and it
not
was
what
to
you're
this
thinking
song.
of. They were watching Toy Story 3 the other night
No, okay, no,
randomly,
no, 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 we're not gonna
and
talk
you
about
started
no, no, no,
crying at the
no,
very
no,
end,
no,
and it
well,
was
no.
everything to do with the storyline and the plot. It had nothing to do with you
Toy
reminiscing over
Story
your
was the
children
first
wearing their cute
no,
little princess dresses
no,
and
no,
dancing with
because
you.
Toy Story
No.
was the first animated, like, Disney one
Mhm.
that hit home. Andy doesn't have a dad in the house. My mom's divorced. Andy's mom must be divorced. There's no guy around, and it's just him and his sibling. Like, "Oh, look at all you had is your toys and your imagination."
Mhm.
And then he grew up.
That just, like, is so traumatizing for people who have abandonment issues.
There's a deeper
It's so
story to this. Good
sad.
thing no one does watch these. I have a therapist call me. I'll do pro bono. I could fix him.
Oh my gosh, the amount of things.
What is, like, your go-to, like, guilty pleasure? Or
You make fun of me all the time, and you actually get upset with me for watching them too.
oh, the t
Yeah, but I think it's because it's, like, empty it's
it's
empty.
so dumb.
Okay, but which one are we talking about?
Gilmore Girls?
No,
The Kardashians?
no, I don't even watch
The
that, like,
Utah mom thing?
no,
Alright, what dumb show do you want?
that you used to get upset over?
Yeah.
Pretty Little Liars?
Ugh.
It's not. Everything you just said were different categories and different things.
You know, one thing that does bother me when you turn it on is when, like, there's certain, like, true crime,
Mhm.
or there's other ones that we'll watch, and I just get so pissed.
Why?
I was like, "Oh, why didn't you just this is dumb. Why are we watching this? Like, it's a podunk department, like, this
Oh
is
gosh.
stupid. Like, why would you go and do that?"
I love true crime, and I think that there is, like, this very interesting culture that has developed for our generation and our interest in true crime.
I guarantee you, because we don't have the Night Stalker, we don't have
Yeah,
the Golden State Killer. We
there's
grew up
there's
with that,
curiosity.
but I truly think that some of these wives are gonna snap one of these days, and like, "No, I could do it."
We already have a show for that, with Deadly Women.
And
No, there's Deadly Women, women that kill.
and you
There's, like,
wonder
all
why I
different ones.
don't sleep now.
Oh my gosh, I have no desire to murder. My point, though, is that I think that there's truly a fascination with true crime. Think about the things that we experienced in our childhood alone. Like, you went and got a milk carton. There was it was never the same kid's face on a milk carton. It was always a different kid. Like, where were all these kids disappearing to? What happened to all these children? And the majority of them, like, we never found out if they were found, if they were safe.
Do you know that did I ever tell you that we used to have to cut those out?
No.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to cut them
Had
out?
our milk cartons and cut them
Did
out.
you have to, like, pin them to a board?
Yes.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
It was
That's traumatizing too.
no, it was for geography. Where did you get
That's bad. So bad.
that's LA Unified right there.
Wow. No, but, like, think about it. So we had children in milk cartons. We had, like, you brought up the Golden State Killer.
The thing is, like, there's so many good podcasts out there that talk about, like, new stuff, but I feel like with technology, it's a double-edged sword. Like, people can hide better
Mhm.
or you're caught real quick. And just in my line of work, like,
It's
using
harder
it,
to hide.
mm,
I think it's harder to hide nowadays.
depends. It
On what?
what crime
Well, if there's a crime, then there's a victim, right?
is there?
I thought that's how it worked. There's always gonna be a victim to a crime.
You need to have a victim to fight crime.
True. So that's how they're staying hidden, right?
We could do a huge deep dive on this, but, like, there's a completely different side that most people would never know.
Mhm.
And if I was to sit down and explain to some people, they wouldn't believe me or they wouldn't wanna hear it because I would take away the fun. I would take away that suspense. I could pull back the veil on a lot of stuff that you see on TV and be like, "No."
But it's not the suspense part
And
for
and
me.
and it's not the agencies, it's the TV networks are trying to sell a product.
Right.
That's the show. But it's I like the psychological side of what is
Yeah.
actually going
But that's just it. Like, that's why for me, it's fascinating, not because it's suspenseful, but because these were real people. Like, how did these situations come about? And I think as an adult, like, now it's more like, oh my gosh, like, if I let that particular circumstance, like, for example, spiral out of control, and I allowed, this to impact it or this impact it, then we could easily have like a murderous trail or, some crazy crime that could happen. And then we are now a TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
you look at the stuff that's recently turned into a TV show. A lot of stuff can turn into TV shows. It's
mhm.
just you have to wait for the cases to be adjudicated for it to go that way.
But you know what I'm saying, right? That like, I think that there's the interest
I
of
can
it
tell
for
you right
me.
now, the one that we're dealing with could easily be a docuseries. Like, hands down, easily could. We would just be a short chapter in it,
Well, yeah.
but, I
Because
mean,
but
it's a
that's
trip.
that's what I find fascinating is that I always wanted to understand and know, like, who these people were, what their lives were like, and how the impact of whatever the crime was that was committed impacted whether their life ended at that point or not, but their families' lives, the society around them.
Well, that's
Like,
where a lot of these, like, other podcasts are coming from. I forget the one that I was watching the other day, and, like, I don't really care for it. But then I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh,
what
they
did it
did."
talk about?
It was, like, murders, assault, stuff like that, and, like, after a
Oh,
while, you hear a lot of the same.
mhm,
But this one that I was listening to, they got, like, the audio from the recordings, they got the actual reports and stuff. I was like, "Wow,
mm,
this person did work."
right, right.
And then there was another one where the host for the podcast was interviewing some of the family,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, "Oh, whoa." Like, they got a completely different perspective of it.
Right.
And it's like you hear a lot of, like, what the news is talking about, right? The missing, you got this stuff and going on. But then when you actually look at, like, if you get it from a different angle, like,
Mhm,
I got it from the best friend's point of view. Like, hey, you got it from the ex-boyfriend's point of view who was interrogated and was looked at as a questioning witness,
right.
and they've been removed, and this is what they had to go through, and this is what they're hearing. And you're like, oh, wow, I never
Yeah.
thought of it from that point of view. But
Yep.
then a lot of TV shows, I feel when they do the the first responder, law enforcement, or attorney side, like that Law& and Order point of view, they're doing a very superficial point.
Because they
But
have to be neutral in the way that the
no,
information
like,
is
think about Law& and
presented?
Order, like, or
Okay,
any, like, cop show, right?
okay,
They gotta sell what I don't watch TV, so, um, but when you're watching, right, you see the victim. Like, Law& and Order, you starts like the prequel, right? It's like what led to this,
okay.
and I think that's why I like Bosch.
Good
Bosch
show.
went beyond the work.
Yeah,
It went into his personal,
right.
because a lot of the cameras on the cop shows turn off. Think about the first 48. Like, "Oh, man, yeah, we've been running around. These guys are working like crazy. They're doing a great job." Boom, they find it. But when they talk about the victim, it's their whole history, man, every single bit of that person, right? But you're not talking about the cop who had to make it to his kid's, like, basketball game, and then who's a single parent, or the other one that's maybe going through divorce, going through this and that. Like, no one looks at that, right? And to almost humanize that.
But that's like, that literally just dots my eye to my point, like, that's exactly why I favor and have such a deep interest in true crime, because of all of the different factors and the way that people are impacted. Like, to me, well, and again, I'm a sociology major, so I love the study of people and culture and, like, how it all works together. So to me, that's maybe, I don't know, I think that's just the way my mind works, but I am fascinated by how everybody is impacted by the crime, whether it's the victim's family, the people that work on the case, the city that it happened in, how there's notoriety, how there's more suspense or caution, how it forms and shapes, like, their city moving forward. Because if you look at cases from, like, way before us, way before our time, like, early 1900s, late 1800s, and how certain crimes have forever impacted those areas.
Look at Waco. That's not that long ago.
Exactly. But that's my point, like,
But Waco is crazy because there was, like, inner turmoil in Waco.
law enforcement.
Like, the law enforcement amongst each other,
Right.
like SWAT versus negotiation. Like,
That's
there
you
was
see?
a huge, huge
And
thing.
most of the time, people have no idea about those things. You
No,
know what I mean? That's why it's,
but
like, fun to do those deep dives and, like,
well,
hear all of that.
we'll do a deep dive into your past employments, and then we'll talk about
Okay, that's fair.
we'll dress up in the mouse house and see,
Well, you have to ask the questions
what
'cause
magical might bring.
right.
That'll be fun.
It would be fun.
But this is why I don't like horror films because I have to live them daily.
Right.
So it's when I sit and talk with people, it's like, "Oh, that's gonna be a movie."
I think because not that life is necessarily that serious, but we we live in a reality all the time that I don't have time to escape into a fantasy world and feel comfortable escaping into that world.
But that's why I prefer that. That's
Yeah.
why, like, jokingly, the little
Mhm.
one wanted to watch, like, K-pop, and I'm like, "This is dumb." By the end of it, I'm like, "How do I do the dance? Like, let me get going." But it's my escape where I
Mhm.
don't have to think about doing any of
Yeah. Well, this was fun. Good. I liked it. But it makes it nice to know we have more things that we should be covering.